So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Critters, 1986. I'm giving this one 2 out of 5 stars. I thought it was pretty lame. It had some good explosions towards the end, and had some interesting shapeshifters with cannon guns. But other than that, it was pretty dumb. It's supposed to be sort of Gremlins-esque comedy, I guess. It's not really a monster movie. It's one of those cutesy doll kind of things. Even Elliot's mom from E.T. is in it. And it's another one of those Emmet Walsh movies. I'm stuck in my Emmet Walsh section of my Netflix. I haven't seen a decent one since Haunted Echoes way back when. Sorry, I've been really slow getting these movie reviews in because I was called back into the office to help out with payroll, so I'm no longer bored at home anymore in this lockdown situation with being locked up like a barnyard animal at nighttime, like a chicken at night. But I'll tell you about all the coronavirus horror stories and the stuff that I've been reading about it at some point in this video. Getting back to the movie, the critters are little fur balls that roll around, and they have this really goofy giggle, like kind of like a Chucky laugh or something. And it's really good looking 20-something teenager in this one. Too bad she doesn't get naked, but anyways, the critters escape from a spaceship in outer space, and they fly their own spaceship to planet Earth. A couple of bounty hunters come to Earth. They're shapeshifters, like I said, and they're looking for the critters. The critters land in Elliot's mom's house, and it's a family of 4 with the older-looking husband, the comely daughter, and the goofy Lost in Space kid. It looks like Bill Mummy from Lost in Space, the kid. So the critters, they eject these porcupine needles into people's necks and stuff to like poison them, and they also people. They start eating the father, but he's able to miraculously recover. And it's like Ash from Evil Dead. He keeps coming back from all these bloody injuries. But anyways, Emmet Walsh plays the sheriff. The bounty hunters are like blasting everything inside. They decimate a church and a bowling alley and a diner until they finally figure out that the critters are in this house. I couldn't really relate to any of the characters. I mean, I like the daughter. She was extremely good looking, but she's the only reason to watch, really, in this one. The other character is pretty lame, and there's a guy who goes into Emmet Walsh's jail, and he swears up and down that there's aliens. And sure enough, the aliens appear. So he feels vindicated, and towards the end, he crashes his bike with the Bill Mummy, Lost in Space kid, and they sort of tag team to blow up the critter ship. The ending kind of set the stage for the franchise, because there are 4 iterations of Critters. There's Critters 2, Critters 3, and Critters 4. I want to see all 4 movies, but yeah, New Line Cinema franchise. Kind of interesting, not really entertaining in my opinion. It's got the explosions and the comely girl, the 20-something teenager, but she doesn't get naked, so that was a big disappointment. And anyways, coronavirus. Okay, so the government is telling people to wear masks now, after telling people not to touch their faces. These same people have to touch their faces when they put on a mask. And if you're unfortunate enough to be put on a respirator, you have an 80% higher chance of dying. And what else was I going to say? The stress level from losing your job or losing your family due to financial trouble is causing more deaths, be it alcoholism or suicide. And then you've got the government faking the statistics. You've got heart disease and lung cancer, diabetes. If you've got all 3 of those and you're in the hospital, and you happen to catch the coronavirus in the hospital, you die from lung cancer, they're going to tally the death towards the coronavirus instead. So the statistics are way off. It's just like Chinese government statistics. And the government is all about creating more deaths, hyping the statistics, all manufactured pandemic. And that's the political angle. The personal side of it is that my employer is now requiring me to wear a mask at all times, and it's a little unclear, but if I'm not wearing it during deliveries, at least I could be disciplined or fired, which is highly unlikely. I've been there for 4 years, and they like me a lot over there. But anyways, I did wear a mask in Santa Clara County the last time I was doing these videos, and so I started doing it yesterday when I saw the sign on the building entry door, and the cheap gloves, they keep breaking, and like my thumbs popping out, because number one, my hands are too big, and number two, my hands sweat a lot. There's kind of an interesting smell coming from my hands, a sweaty hand smell that I've never encountered before. And that's about it in terms of coronavirus. I saw my dream gal at Mickey D's, South San Francisco. They have the plastic plates. They don't have any more kiosks. And of course I have to wear a mask when I go inside, but the drive-through lady didn't have gloves or a mask. So they're requiring customers to wear a mask, but they're not requiring the employees to wear a mask. And my coworker said the same thing was going on at Chevron. So kind of interesting twist of events there. And I saw her. I said hi to her. I waved at her, and she nodded her head like she missed me because I hadn't seen her in a month. Then this comely young Chinese gal, looked like ABC kind of thing. She connected with me on LinkedIn. She's looking for real estate investors. I didn't know anybody in the area, so I wasn't able to help her, but I did call her on the phone with my son present, and I talked to her real briefly. She wasn't interested in dating, so that kind of went nowhere. But then my coworker yesterday, she lifted up her shirt. I could see her belly for like 5 seconds, and then I was flirting with her for like 5 minutes after that. And I told my other coworker to hook me up with her because I'm too scared to ask her out on a date, especially at work. I know I can't get fired for it, but I just don't want to create any bad vibes. So I asked him to be my wingman. And that's about it. I'm going to check the chicken that I'm cooking, and I got the spy who came in from the cold with the immortal Richard Burton, 1965. So I'm going to be watching that one next. Again, I apologize for not doing the rapid fire movie reviews like I was doing during the lockdown, self-quarantine, self-isolation nonsense that I was putting myself through voluntarily just to save money on gas. And then my employer said, come on into the office and have about payroll, because the payroll department was halfway decimated. One of the ladies had quit, and they're getting overwhelmed. So they finally started giving me more work, and I'm actually not as bored as I was during the past, 6 months. But nevertheless, that's the end of my review. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll try to post another one after I eat lunch and take a nappy poo. Laters.